Okay guys, welcome to today's NWOpenings. Today we have a NXT Takeover Bobby Roode. Now I picked this up in Argos back when they were reducing the price of the takeover figures. £5 seemed like an absolute bargain for him. It wasn't really what I was looking for when I went looking, but I was kind of like, for a fiver, yeah, I can probably justify that. Almost justify buying anybody for a fiver. Um, he comes with the NXT title, of course. One thing I have noticed since buying this figure is he also comes with a little blemish on his beard. This guy, my particular paint, that's one thing I'm notoriously bad for, is not checking the paint jobs on figures before I buy them. And this guy does have a little blemish on his beard. Now, but to be honest with you, when I bought him, I kind of feel like I got screwed over by Argos staff not doing their jobs properly. Because when I checked how many takeover figures they had in stock, the website said they had 13 in stock, and when I asked for reviewing, they only brought down this Bobby Roode, like this exact one. And now I did ask about it, but they said that all of the ones they had in stock will be this one, which I found very hard to believe, considering every Argos I went in that sort of saga didn't seem to have more than one of any of the takeover figures, and they seemed to always be just a random assortment that had been sent. So the fact that they had 13 Bobby Roodes sounds very unlikely. Although it is kind of funny. But at the same time, I couldn't, I'd already been waiting for like 40 minutes or something, and I needed to get to work, so I wasn't really going to force the issue. I also wasn't really going to ask, can you get me one without this little beard blemish, if I even noticed it at the time. Anyhow, so this guy's been sat in our shop for a while, so he's gotten quite dusty. We'll check the back of the box for errors, as we like to do. Nope, don't think there's anything there. Other people in the series, Roman Reigns, yay. Ember Moon, yay. And Rusev, more yay than the others, I suppose. Okay, so let's crack him open. Well, first things first, I'm a little bit disappointed. I thought this was like a nice background, and I suppose you can use it as it, but because it's sort of like shaped like the box, it's kind of less useful. It is really nice though, I do really like that. That's quite a good graphic. Okay, so first of all, we're going to pull the figure out. Oh, I've put my fingers through the packaging again. How do I do this? Ooh, that's a bit loose, man. There he is, Bobby Roode, ready to join Disaster Side Wrestling. Okay. So let's take a look at his joints and everything, first of all. His head struck me straight away. His head bobs, which is not really what you want. But if you point his head upwards like that, then I guess he kind of looks less like his head sinks into his shoulders, like he kind of does on the default, like, head scan stroke pose. Shoulder's quite good. That arm's lovely and stiff. Yeah, that arm is fine completely. Yeah. That one's looking good too. Ab crunch. Stiff, but fine. And that waist is about where you want it. Now, these legs feel really sturdy, actually. Yep. Yep. That's all moving fine. Yep. Really good. Okay, I like that. Yeah. Okay, so on the front we have Roode and his decal knee pads. On the back it says Glorious, and there's a little scuff on that S, but we'll ignore that. You can't be perfect every time, I suppose. And of course he comes with, the only thing he comes with is the NXT title, which I don't really know what I'm going to do with this. I was thinking maybe, like, back in the day I did a kind of TNA kind of thing, which I suppose at the time, well, it's a bit loose, but it'll do. I suppose at the time I probably just called it TNA, but, over time when I've been, like, retconning the history of like my federation, it's become known as the Super X, the X series, all kinds of names like that. So maybe I could use the giant X on the belt for that, like revive that. Maybe it could be the new title for my hardcore brand. I really don't know. I'm not really sure what I can do with that. Maybe I could just stick it in my trades. So, where does Bobby Roode fit in the DSW continuum? Well, I don't really have much planned for him. He is going to be a entrant in the Royal Rumble, which is what I've got him out for now, because I'm about to film his entrance and everything, and I think he'll generally do all right. There's a little black mark on his his arm there. Is what I meant to say, not ab. But that's fine. We'll deal with it. Other than that, I don't really have any stories for him currently planned. I think he'll just sort of turn up and wrestle people, not really have any like actual storylines, at least for the time being. I do have a sort of daft sketch segment planned for him at one point, but I don't know whether I'll go ahead with it, but it'll probably be worth a laugh or two if I do so. So the last thing I really want to say on this matter is that I actually really like the NXT Takeover boxes. I think it looks really cool. And I quite like it, to be honest with you. And I really like how I got selling them off for like nothing. I really appreciate that, to be honest. Okay, I think that's everything for today's NW opening. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.